Yeah, don't okay, go. Good evening. Yesterday, last night, after the question, the answer, and so I forgot one. Jabje Kunalamarameche Kuna Tenzi Yelden, great Bodhisattva who gave elaborate commentary on Bodhisattva to his own Dalama in Bodh Gaya. Well, Rinpoche went when young time to Tibet, and under very learned many teachers, they learned the Buddhist philosophy and so much, and the Tibetan grammar, poetry, many things. Became expert, and when he came to Lhasa, he was asked to teach, I think, poems and the Tibetan, you see, the grammars or the poems or things, he taught in Lhasa, in the medical center for some years, and so that, and so Rinpoche lived in Varanasi with the sadhus a long time. With the sadhus a long time. So at Varanasi, the sadhus some help served Rinpoche or something, something like that. So Rinpoche, when his sons came to Bodh Gaya, the Gelupa monastery, was built much before even Tibet, before Tibet was over. Tibet was, by the common China. Before that, it was, the monastery was built, I think, a long time ago. And so, Jabje Kunalama Rinpoche came there in sadhu manner, custom. So they asked a place to sleep in the room, but the caretaker of the monastery didn't recognize and didn't rent room. And then finally he asked whether he can sleep outside of the monastery, on the terrace, not upstairs, but downstairs on the cement floor. On the cement floor downstairs, see. I don't know. Downstairs, the first floor, the cement floor. Not in the room, outside. So that was allowed. Then we slept outside without room. That's on the floor. And then at that time, then I think his owners found out. Then his owners requested to give the Bodhisattva commentary, and his owners, so Jabje Kundalama Rinpoche offered the extensive commentary of the Bodhisattva to his owners. So often his Honor says, so one day his Honor asked Kunal what to do to get the Tibetan independence. So Kunal advised that to pray to generate bodhicitta in Mao Zedong's mind, to generate bodhicitta. That time Mao Zedong is living, so to generate bodhicitta in the mind of the Mao Zedong, the Prime Minister of China. So like that, that's what Rinpoche answered. That Kunal answered to His Holiness Dalai Lama. Then of course, without taking much time, since His Holiness took teachings from him, and I think His Holiness Dalai Lama's gurus, maybe not teaching, but maybe Da or something. Yeah, I don't know, poem or the grammar or something. Learned from him, something like that. So then very soon became very famous. Then upstairs, usually the outside people, the guest houses outside, not in the monastery, but the outside there's a guest house downstairs there. Maybe, I don't know, 10 rooms or I'm not sure or something. So I was just outside, guest house. So Rinpoche was given one of the rooms upstairs. So then sooner or later, there's a people singing Rinpoche from there, going down the 3 steps, all the way lined up from upstairs, all lined up. And then it goes the people waiting even on the steps, going up. So they're like that. Sorry. Yeah, so that, which is unbelievable, so expert in the Buddhism and Sanskrit and, the other knowledge field. One I was Baksa, studying, while most time playing, I was, that's my way of studying. So anyway, His Holiness formed the abbots, very learned, very famous, very, very learned from Tibet. Those abbots of the monasteries are, 6 monasteries, and then maybe perhaps from others, I'm not sure. So even there was a Jebje Song, but their past lives, so expert, like the ancient Nalanda Pandits, like that, so expert. They were all there for teacher training, Masuri. So then Jebje Kunal was invited there to give teachings, explanation to the abbots of the monasteries. They are from Tibet, not abbots from India, but from Tibet. Oh, they're very, very, very knowledgeable, extremely knowledgeable, very, very knowledgeable. Jebje Swanamaja special there. So Kunal was given teaching to them. So like that. Anyway, so Rinpoche, we received a Bodhisattva commentary from Rinpoche Bodh Gaya, Upstairs, there's a room for Kangyur, where they keep the Kangyur, the Buddha's teachings of more than 100 volumes. So Kangyur, there it was during the teaching, Jabjaling Roche or his Honor's Jalam's gurus, I don't know, Kunalambar, but we. Many of the Inca lamas came from Baksa, came from different places. Well, mostly Baksa, so we stayed together there. That was a monastery, because have shelter, a place to keep. So Jabja Kundalambar teaching was done in the same house, but I was not staying there. So anyway, so Rinpoche's way of teaching is like this. So learned, so, not only Lama Tsonga was teaching, but as well as Nyingma, Kagyu, Sajja. So when you teach, because they're different learned, because different learned, different learned from different sects. So Rinpoche teaches the Gelugpa like this, Nyingma like this, Sajja like this. Okay. So when he teaches like that. All the different views are different to where advice for the different, limited different way. So he teaches like that. So everybody gets answer, advice according to their sect. Also like that. That's very wise, very learned, extremely like that. So Rinpoche do that, teach like that. Similar, absolutely, his one is Dalai teach was like that. His one to also teach, introduce what I call the fourth sector. So that, so that. I requested with Chavatara commentary just for myself. For my ego, for my subjective thoughts, for my ego. So Rinpoche didn't give commentary because that's for me. So it would take much time. So Rinpoche didn't do. Of course, I did receive from Rinpoche with the other lamas, then it was after that. So Rinpoche didn't give, but then you see Rinpoche gave a commentary from the wisdom chapter. Rinpoche, from his side, gave a commentary from wisdom chapter, the emptiness. So then, as soon as Rinpoche started commentary from the wisdom chapter, then I started to fall asleep. Huge obstacle. Just from my side. So as soon as Rinpoche started commentary on the wisdom chapter, then I started to fall asleep. So I have a great obscuration to realize the emptiness, to understand the teachings of emptiness. Great obscuration. I'm at, President Trump wanted to build a big wall. How many story wall? He wanted to build a big wall between Mexico and America. Big wall, huge wall. So I think like that, I'm at the wall to understand teachings on emptiness. So I don't think the world becomes smaller. No, I don't think. Maybe it become bigger, even bigger now. Then the postman came. He banged the door quite some time while the Rinpoche was given the room or some mission whatever. Yeah, so then the Rinpoche advised that I should translate Bodhisattva into English. But he said, that time, there's only one text from Sikkim. Jigme, he made a Tibetan dictionary. The first one, Tibetan. The paper is so bad. The paper, if you curve, if you fall, then it breaks. Paper can. If you curve, like this, if you curve, breaks. So bad paper. That's the only what exists at that time. I think so. He translated one Bodhisattva. That's the only one book exists. So Rinpoche said, even others translated, but you translate. But before you translate, you must learn well. I think probably is not probably maybe not the translation man, but maybe Rinpoche was meant to learn Bodhisattva as man. Probably that might be the main thing. So Rinpoche said you have to learn both English and Dharma, the subject in the Tibetan, you see, Dharma. So you have to learn both before you translate. You have to learn well. We said that. So so sorry. So far I didn't get done. But I think I don't know how many there are. Now there are several. I think there are several. One translation group, Pema something translation group, Nyingma, they translated, and Alan Wallace translated one, and then Alan Wallace, and then the other one. He was a monk. One who wrote book, There's No Karma. One who wrote the book, There's No Karma. He was a monk before. I was Geshe-Rabdan's disciple. I lived in Switzerland, the monastery for many years with Alan Wallace at the same. But Alan Wallace, after some started, I don't know, Madhyamika, then he just left, after his own camp, he left, he was not much mentioned Geshe-Rabdan. I think he went to Dharamsala to meditate, Shine. That. Something like that. Then I don't remember the monk's name. He's living in London, the monk. Not the monk now, before. Huh? Stephen Bassa. Stephen Batchelor. Sorry. He wrote a book saying there's no karma. Do you know? Yes. They started quite big for many years. There are quite a number of monks. it's very interesting. Every monk has the benefit of all the Swiss people, the benefit the monastery and the monks. Geshe found sponsor. So the monks don't have to pay much. I think maybe $5 or $5 or something, very little. But you see, Italian monks, there were some Italian monks, they get their own food. They make their own food in the same kitchen, but Italian monks make their own food. I heard. But in Nalanda, each month, the monks have to pay $100 each month, $100. But you see, the thing is very interesting. The monks there, Switzerland, Geshe Rabdan's monastery, Tabachulen, somehow didn't last long time. All those monks left and disrupted. Only this one monk from not Austria, but Austria, who served Geshe Rabdan for many years. He was monk for a long time. Now I don't know. But before, he was monk for a long time. Now I don't know whether he's monk or not. But it was all disrupted. But in Nalanda, you see, you have to pay $100 a month. But you see, of course, more expensive. But then monks, they last longer. It's very interesting. You see, there, Tabachulen, I think the food is very, there's Geshe Rabdan found the old people, all the Swiss people sponsor and all that. What happens is, not run out of marriage. Marriage, good karma, you run out of money from your purse. It's about shopping, you run out of your money. Shopping or playing, whatever. So it's like that. So you see, you so much enjoy the good karma result, then, like that, then, so you run out of good karma marriage, you collected from past, so you run out of that. Like you run out of money, so you have no money to live on. So similar, you run out of good karma, you see, so much, the outside condition, so much, you see, so therefore you run out of good karma. So then also maybe the monk do not last long time, you see, even though they know some Dharma, philosophy, study, so monks do not last. But in Nalanda, see where the monks here came from, they last a long time. Of course, there are monks who get disrupted gradually, but the monks last long time. Some monks who, since they ordained, still monk. So there are many. Yeah, Nalanda is like this. So it's very, conditions are more difficult, but you see the monks last longer. So why? You have to understand why. So that's very interesting for us to learn. Yeah. So anyway, I want to say something. The reason I brought it is because I have to say something. What Rinpoche advised. So for some people, Rinpoche, when the people come to see blessing, Rinpoche advises them to recite Lama Tomba Chundan de Yijawada Chamanda Panjawa Sheka Tawara Chazolo. Most people like that. Then Rinpoche, Rinpoche gave the bodhicitta near the stupa where Buddha, short enlarged to see. In the early morning of the fourth Tibetan fourth month, the 15th early morning, So on the day before that, in evening time, maras, 10 maras of 10 million maras, they start attack Buddha, are not allowing to become enlightened. Not allowing to become enlightened. So they don't want him to be enlightened because then kind of then victory or everything. So then they can't do anything, can't harm. So that. Yeah, so they don't want him to be enlightened. So, yeah, Tadra attacked Buddha while he was in meditation. So, yeah, the simplest. So, where the stupa is, inside that very precious that is that Buddha. But before, originally there was a Buddha statue inside. So that, I think, made by Soja Vishkama, the artist Soja Vishkama, the kind of very special holy artist, Soja Vishkama. So that statue, you see, nighttime there's no light. In the room there's no light, but the statue has a light from its own side in nighttime. So that the unimaginable statue. So then this that was destroyed. I think then it was such a long time ago. So, I think it's when I said 2,700 years or something like that ago. So, yeah. So since I think since Buddha show aspect of passing away through the state and. So the yeah, so the not inside, outside, and backside the stupa. You hear the front side, then go around here. So here, there's a throne and I think maybe a statue. I don't remember. There's a throne. So that one, that's the place. So where Buddha sat and yeah. So whatever the 10 million maras, whatever the all kinds of weapons, so thundering and the total black and the fog and all sorts of, but all the bullets, whatever, it doesn't harm the Buddha. When it goes near Buddha's holy mind, holy body, then they all become flower to Buddha, so like that. So without any movement of the holy body, then the holy mind, just in loving kindness, just still in the loving kindness, and then subdued all the maras, 10 million maras are subdued. So like that. So that's why in the preparation later on there, I the string which are 3 knots is going to give in, so that time so that there's a story related to that, so the greatest protection is the loving kindness. So the meaning of mantra is to protected by that you protected by the Maitreya Buddha's loving kindness. That's one way to think. There's the main thing, the loving kindness. So so for some people, then Rinpoche tells you to recite Jamden de Tijin Shaba Dachomba Yantaba Zore Sanje Rinchen Tukdur Jana Chador. So Rinchen Tukdur Jana Chador. On that one, then you, if you hear that, never get reborn Lord in. That one I forgot yesterday to tell, to suggest him. Sorry, I don't know his name. I'm ignorant in your name. So, so some people hear advice like that, so much advice. So, and it is said in the Kanjura, so that's one particular Buddha, that if you hear that, if you recite it, if you hear that, you never get reborn lordship. So that's the first thing to recite. If you're going to see somebody who is dying, Western people, they recite, even they can't hear by themselves, no noise, no sound, no like that. You must recite loudly, that people can hear, that person who is dying can hear, animals can hear. You have to recite like that, not just you have to, not like that. So in the ear, if possible, it's difficult. In the ear, then recite. That first thing to that. Then you can recite those other mantras, which I mentioned yesterday. So you are told organize all the different mantras. Not all, there are many, but basic mantras which I suggest to recite. For animals, whatever, big or small, but animals, people, then yourself. Why yourself? Because you can die any time. Anybody who here, such as Namjalma, Maitreya Buddha, then Tavachamido, last time mantra I gave you, if you hear, never get reborn Lord, your life always goes towards enlightenment. Not only stop the birth in the Lord, not only that, your life goes to enlightenment. If you hear one time that, goes towards enlightenment, you have to know that. You have to keep that in mind, in the heart. Or maybe not in the heart, keep it in the brain. Keep it in the brain, here, not in the heart. The brain, the machine, So anyway, yeah, so because, yes, why you recite? That you think I'm not dying. No, the dying wasn't the main thing. I mean, you see, why you recite? The basic reason you can die any time. So then for eons, you may not hear even the human voice. If you're born as worms, all kinds, into the ground, inside, so that you don't hear, even human voice, for many eons you can't hear. You see? Oh, if you can sign, for sure I won't realize that it's okay. If you can sign. But very difficult. For something like me, it's very difficult. Can't sign. So besides Dharma, besides meeting Dharma, no way. Perfect, receive perfect human birth, meet Dharma, no way. Especially meet the Mahayana teaching, no way. Especially meet Mahayana Vajrayana, Mahayana Sutra, Mahayana Vajrayana, Mahayana Tantra, no way. It's more difficult. You need more and more merit. Unbelievable merit. Even to hear the name Bodhicitta, you need so much merit. So that all the Buddhists in the world does not mean then they hear name Bodhicitta. No, then there's so many number who are Buddhists but never hear name Bodhicitta. You understand? Do you understand? Then you can realize now how you are so fortunate, even to able to hear Bodhicitta, leave it aside about how to meditate, knowing how to meditate, leave that side. If you just to hear the name. So now you can realize you are so fortunate, unbelievable fortunate, this life. So that. Yeah, and Karta. So first recite this, so you must recite loudly, they can hear. Not that. You can't hear even by yourself. Not that. Not that way. It's like you're a criminal. Like as if you're a criminal, you're doing something you're supposed to not to do. You know, very quiet. Like that. So, yeah. So then, so in the English, everything, the Holy I told that to set it up, also explain the benefits. The mantras or the different mantras. So I gave the Lune last night, also night before. So those there are more, but I think that's basically what I suggest to recite. Oh, like that. Because. There's in the Golden Light Sutra, there's one chapter, not beginning, near the end, chapter, I don't remember the full story, but 10,000 fish. They don't have water, so they are dying. So recited by I think I don't know. I don't know. I forgot that. Yeah, the one who recited. I don't know what the Buddha's way back, past life. Sure. Anyway, so recited this name. So yeah. Then I think they were born in Deva realm. I think they were born in Deva realm. There was a story that there's something like that. So all the fish, they were born in high realm, Deva realm, by hearing that. So like that happened. One time, in Singapore, I went to the ocean and, I think it's blessed water and then recited generously long mantra and then other. So I went to the beach to pour the water, something like that. I don't know whether that story related to me. I can't say 100%. But after I left, so many fish dead. That news I heard. But you see, of course, general people think there's something wrong with the water. Something wrong with the water. Is some pollution or something. General people would think like that. Something harm to them. But in my view, not necessarily bad. Not necessarily bad. They're in the lower realm. So you see, they could be positive. They could be born in higher realm. You see, like that. Not necessarily bad. But common people in the world who don't know Dharma, they think it's bad because of water, something wrong with the water and harm them, but not necessarily bad. So I did. I don't know whether that relates to me or not. That 100% I can't say. But then in Chopama, where Pema Sambhava was, Pema Sambhava gave one king's daughter, I think. King's daughter, I think. Rajamandarava. So she really wanted to practice Dharma, don't want to go. Many kings, I think she has a kind of very beautiful body. So many kings' sons, many kings want to marry her. So many asked, but she, Pema Sambhava was on the mountain, and I don't know. So anyway, she could receive initiation from Pema Sambhava on the mountain. Then the king find out, the father find out, and then the king wanted to bring down Pema Sambhava and burn in the fire. So the wood is a very strong fire, so very hot fire. So sandalwood, big pile up. Then Pema Sambhava was caught inside and put inside. Then they burn. Then 1 week ago, 1 week they burned, filled the whole sky with smoke. But you see, when people noticed, Pema Sambhava was not burned by fire. Someday I don't know the whole clear story, but totally changed the manifestation. But something I don't know, but the one from the lotus and something. So the king came. Then the king respected it. King, I think, apologized for that conference, and then with the procession, then invoke bring the Pema Sambhava from the fireplace, then up. So with much procession. So that the Sopama. So there I cut Zamba one time with the Zamba, make a small dope with blessed Zamba, with water and all that. I think also with the puffed rice or something. So Zamba, we met when then they throw the leg. The leg happened after that. So when the Pema Sambhava king tried to burn in the fire, so there was no leg. So since that happened, then what happened? And what the water leg happened after that. So it's very precious water. So so then after I left, then I heard a lot of fish dead. After I left, I can see a lot of fish dead. But then, when I went, after that, in Sopama, to receive room teachings. So the Kaju Zikr Mona, written by Karmapa, third Karmapa or fourth Karmapa or something. Anyway, so I did that, and I tried to, to liberate. Well, the mantra has benefits, that to liberate the animals from the lower realm and the higher realm, and hopefully to meet Dharma and all that. So go to enlightenment. The main thing is to go to achieve enlightenment, to be free from samsara, to achieve enlightenment. So I think a lot of fish dead. I heard one Tibetan lady whose hotel I stayed. She said, some impurity from the mountain, some stuff, I don't know, impurity come down with so much rain, come down. It went to the water, so that's why many fish died. But then the fish, so many 100 years. The lake has been there so many 100 years, and only now there's much rain. Only now much rain. People no rain at all. Kind of that sound like that. You see, it's very strange. So only much rain. Then bad. I don't know, some impurity came down from mountain. There was a strange story. So it's like never rained before, over 1,000 years. 100 years, it's a little bit strange. So anyway, I can't say what is related to my mentor or not. That story happened. If you don't think Dharma, if you don't think Dharma, then so just with the attachment, you see, of this life, then you see, you're puppy, you understand as puppy forever, you see. But of course you can't be human being forever, but you want your puppy to be a puppy forever, not become Buddha. Your puppy should not become Buddha. Should not become Buddha, Bodhisattva, just be puppy forever, so that you can enjoy. But you cannot be human being forever. Very strange. That's very strange. Yeah, that idea. You see, if you don't think Dharma, then just your normal minded attachment. Very funny. So just to understand, just finish this. Sorry, it took a long time. You see, the he was Unze for quite a number of years. He recited Lama Chaba during the long life puja to his own Bodh Gaya. He went very slow, the Lamdran part, Shinto, Tamba, very slow. And very soon it's of course very busy. But he didn't say anything because they don't want to create an speech or something. So anyway, he's to the Pende, he's I think mentioned his story, Esther, Deborah Esther or something. So his father, mother, they were in the house, in the room. They were standing. You see, what are they standing? And then talking, standing, father and mother. And father turned his head like this, and the mother dead. Suddenly, father's face turned back. Then mother dead, suddenly died. There is no any kind of heavy sickness or something, screaming, nothing. They were just talking. And then when he turned his head like this, then mother died. So son died. All like that. You see, that like that happens. Also, so many people in the world dying just like that. While you're walking, suddenly die. I heard in America, maybe it's true, I'm not sure. One lady talked to coming, then suddenly died in the road. Then recently, she's I think a chairperson in India with the centers. She's a little bit black looking color, so a little bit fat. What's her name? Huh? D. Her name is D. Very simple name. D. maybe the Madhushiris meant that D. And so just recently, just only a few weeks ago, recently, her mother came to see her. Not kind of great pain, nothing soon. Her mother came to see her. While mother was in front of her, the son she died. All like that. This isn't just recently, 2 weeks ago, when I was in Nepal. Yeah, I met her in India. Also, I came from one Dhamsal, one was Mutka. I met her. So, this happened. Mother came to see her. While she's in front of her, she died. So the reasons we never know. I mean, so many sanghas, nuns. I think, the monks different time died. Recent years, so many dead, and also many of your friends and so many died even by cancer. So therefore, you also need to recite. Oh, that's what I'm saying. That's why I give the reason. To not be reborn, Lord Hymns, and to receive higher rebirth, perfectly rebirth, to meet Dharma, or they do go to enlightenment gradually. To be free from samsara, so learn more Dharma, more practice, more realization, then go free from samsara, then go to achieve enlightenment. Okay? So like that. So, okay. Yeah, I think that's all. Okay. So again, Gator has to wait a long time. 7 days with a lot of patience. Yeah, okay. Sorry. You see, puppies, cats, dogs, horses, cows, whatever animal that we have, and together, living together, or that look after. You see, mostly, can't say everyone, but mostly it's an incarnation of our recent parents or brother, sister, wife, husband who died, recent lives, recent past lives. So we don't have clairvoyance, so you don't know. We don't have neither omniscience nor ordinary clairvoyance, so we don't know. But it seems a connection. There's always a reason. What bad thing happen? There's always a reason why it's happening. There's a good thing happen. Why it's happening? There's always a reason. There's always a logical reason you can see. If you have omniscience, if you have, of course, no question, but if you have clairvoyance, then you can see that all the past, all the reasons, all the causes. This happened. Why do you meet this? This horse, or this dog, or this whatever it's. You see that you're keeping that you're together. So that's because past such a life. Oh, that was your husband, your wife, your children, or your father, mother, the enemy, all like that. There's Nagarjuna's word, I don't remember. Nagarjuna's word, quotation, but I don't remember. Sorry, my mind's so poor, so bad to memory. So example like this, because the gentleman asked question the other days, yesterday, so that's why I bring up those because that led to that. So Sharipu, Buddha's disciple Arhat, who are excellent in the wisdom. Mengaljipu is Arhat, Guru Satyamuni is a disciple Arhat, excellent in psychic power. The Sharipu is excellent as wisdom. So Sharipu was going for alms in India, so when they were there. So going for alms. So because during Buddha's time, of course, that you see how the monks, should how to live their lives like that. So so they go for arm. Even Buddha goes for arm. So, so like that. So, therefore, you don't need to keep much. You don't need to keep much material. Collect food and materials. You see, you don't need. So you go by arm. So practice satisfaction, practice contentment. So renunciation. So Charipu went to for arm. So one family, he looked from outside through door, to totally change whole family. So the son, the mother, the mother died with the attachment to home. So she was born as a dog, that family, dog in that family. So, and you see, waiting to be given the bone that son is eating, fish, son was eating fish, which they catch behind the swimming pool, pond, and they catch the fish from there. So he was eating the fish. I was so expecting maybe to give him the meat or bone outside. I mean, to the dog. Dog's waiting there, you see, the mother. So the fish was the father. Father used to eat fish by catching from the water pond from backside the house. So father was born as a fish. So that fish the son was eating was the father's meat, He was eating. And then he was carrying a child in the lap. There was his enemy was attached to his wife. So born to the wife. And then as a born to wife, and then he was carrying the child in his lap. That was his partner. That was his enemy. So completely upset, completely, sort of mess, but life. If you relate to past life, this life, then also you think of future life, wow, everything would change. So Saripur said, Pasha Sachin Malato, Jeve Dawa Pangtukul. Koechola Gematros. Pasha Sachin, eating father's flesh. Malato was beating the mother because he was carrying a stick to beat the dog. Was the mother, you see? His mother was born. Pasha Sachin Malato, beating the mother with a stick. Jeve Dawa Pangtukul. The enemy born to him, carrying on his lap. Samsara existence, I love. So all the changes then, samsara existence, I love. That. Those are candy. Here I have to speak, so I put nose. Nose doesn't speak. So anyway, like that. You see, that is not just story, leave it there. No, that's to relate to us. Relate to us. Now, this life, the animal that we have, the house we are living, horse, whatever, you see? Oh, Oh, that was exactly the same. Oh, so one way to say, we need to take care. We need to take care really good. We need to take care really good. Otherwise, then we better treat well. Or then for 500 lives, there's nothing but thousands, millions, they suffer, unbelievable torture, but some suffer. Well, not in the law realm, but even human realm, then you suffer. But also thousands, millions, on life. So much suffer. We don't treat well these animals that we're keeping. Right? So I have dogs in the early times. Nepal. It was up to the cook what to give food, not up to the cook. You see, we have one very young monk. His name is Tudemulam. So it's up to him what he give food, not. So I didn't really pay much attention. So I did one retreat, Damsal Tushita, and what thought came into my mind was the dogs that I had before and didn't take care well. I thought came into mind. So then like that. There's one Lama, Thajar, which in South India. Thajar, which is very pure. It's old, very old Lama. But you can see very pure. Great. It's a Japanese song, but don't praise much other Lamas. But you see, this Lama he prays. Thajar, which is Sarame. He prays this because he says it's the incarnation of Gautama Geshe Podawa. So which is really held respect. So pure. So he's in his room corners. There are spiders. They made their website. Spiders made their website. The corners in the room, So the attendant challenged want to clean this, but Rinpoche didn't want to bother to the spider. Rinpoche didn't want to bother, destroy the spider, destroy the website. So like that. It was so many years ago. So I wanted to get all transmission, make connection, all transmission of the 8 verses, thought transmission. But you see that time Serache doesn't have you see, or even from Tibet, original things. Only the Serache, Jidinchi Jansen, the author of the scripture, the debate, all the 5 major Sutta texts of the debate. You see, each college has an author, special author, or write books, write debate, Buddhist philosophy debate. You see, so Jidinchi Jansen only that text, and the wood blocks of that. And nothing else. So that's how all time just seems maybe like that. So nowadays, of course, I think now you have all from the 4th sector. even probably outside, not as Buddhism, even science, many, is now different. So before that, so you don't have other texts, so could not get bigger size text, because it's immediate to see third aspect, to see the small. I have a small letter. I have text, but it was very small letter. So aspect and not seeing. So need big. So I didn't get. So I didn't get the room of the adverses from Rinpoche. Because the Tantra text, you see, there it says, definitely after not only human beings, even animals, after they died, you see, the slow death, natural death, you see, slow death, not a car accident or something in a car accident, not that, slow natural death. So you see, consciousness stays for 3 days. Definitely stays, they had mentioned, definitely stays 3 days after breath stopped. You have to know that. So that's why yesterday I was talking about Holy kept the dog, because it looks like sleeping. So he died with the virtual thought, the sign kind of peaceful outside. So then after 3 days, she kept, then the bodhicitta came out from the sign. That means the consciousness left. Only that time, then the consciousness from the heart. There's a central channel, then the heart means, not this heart, what, not this pumping heart, but the heart here, where you get angry, where you realize compassion, not from brain, but from heart. You say angry, compassion, you see, from here, not from the brain, you see. So the center channel, so in the heart, you see, there's an indestructible seed. Down part red and the upper part white, the size of bean, you see. So that opened up the consciousness was there, the subtle consciousness. So the mind is gross, subtle, and extremely subtle. Buddha is gross, subtle, extremely subtle. So the subtle, that indestructible seed is opened. So the conscience is it. The minute it opened, the minute it left from that, it's intimate state. Even though it's in your body, but still, since it's left, it's the intimate state, born in the intimate state. So you have to know that. So so that time when the Bodhicitta seed came, either down there or here, then your mind left the body. So you have to know that. None is always here, coming here. For some come here, mostly it's from the organ, female or male organ. Or they come. So you see. So they are meditators. Meditators, then you see what meditation over death time meditating. So whether meditation is over or not, of course, meditators, those who have high realization, just by checking they can see. whether it's meditation over or not. The person who is meditating at the daytime. Daytime, subtle mind is there, very subtle mind is there, abiding in the time they're meditating. So, for example, my guru, Gen Chamba, after he passed away, in the aspect, so I think after 3 days or something, well, Japjik decision, but so my guru, I think so many here may have received, all students may have received teaching initiations, special Kalachara. So Rinpoche came with the incense. Rinpoche was very close. There is semi-dictator. You know, the Genchamon, the play. Usually, when they meet, they play, they joke each other. So Rinpoche came with the body, the holy body, to bring a Tushita from Geshe Rabdan's house. Then backside of Ling Rinpoche, so past life. Then Tushita, one meditator, one old monk meditator, he did the whole thing just like ordinary person. He treated like ordinary person. So then Ketashin came with the incense. Then you look at the face, then it says meditation over. He knew it. Immediately you come, but we can't tell. He immediately know that meditation is over. So like that. But the us, we check. Lama Juba, attendant of his own living with past life. So he put a hand down below. He put a hand and touch the holy secret prayer. Let's touch. So then bodhicitta came out, seed came out. So meditation is over. Meditation is over. Bodhicitta doesn't. It can stay as many days. 7 days, or 18 days, or 12 days, 20 days, or many. So one Gadatipa was meditation for many days. He passed away. Yeah, there's I think two Gadatipas before. Present Gadatipa, the one before. Risona, the one before that one. So very learned, extremely learned. It's a maximum to think Lama Tsongkhapa kind of, I don't have much connection, but very great, how do I, holy being. So he passed away in meditation for a long time. So that. So you have to know that. So in the hospital, definition of death is just only the external things, breath stopped and nerves not moving. And I heard sometimes come back. I heard after breath stopped, things not moving. But then after some time, I was told by the doctor, Australian doctor, a student, doctor, a monk, what's his name? Doctor? Adrian told me. Everything stopped, but then after some time, wake up. Yeah? So what the hospital says is not true. So I can't do that. So I think there's a lot of there's not everybody, but many mistakes. Other is beyond from the explanation of what hospital says. So there's some people that has doesn't follow the hospital definition. So that means hospital have to learn what means death. So that's a big question. Big question. Then, because mind, there's a mind before this life. There's a continuation of mind before this life. There's a continuation of mind after this life. So they say that to know that. So anyway, so many times. So many times. We're in the West, and also in the Kalimpong. Many times, after people are put in the box, and taken to the cemetery, then the person is woken up, not dead. So waking up, conscious not left. So then they woke up before maybe no breath in the. So they scratch the box, crack, scratch the because body was put in box. What's it called? Box? Huh? Coffin, coffee, not coffee. Coffee. So scratch the box. It happened many times. So you see like that. Yeah. Okay, now I'm going to stop. So we had 13, 14 dogs, Tushida, puppies. Lama show aspect like very much the puppies, Lhasa so they flat nose and puppy. So they make a lot of noise. We have people doing retreat, group retreat, individual. So they a bit criticize all the dogs may not lot noise. So as the people, Tibetan people don't not so much mind, but as Western students, well, there's noise, then for them it's a big thing. So there's one monk from Gaden Monastery, Gaden Shet. He's a very nice monk. So he did 3 hours retreat in family house. There's all the children, all the family. But it's so difficult to find a house in Dharamsala. So he found a house, corner of the building, you see, one corner of the building. He put a curtain, round, So he did 3 hours in the corner of the house. In the house, there's all the children, all the family living there, the same house. So Western people anybody can understand the retreat like that? Wow, I think they will think I'm going crazy. Yeah. They will mention I'm crazy after 1 or 2 days. So anyway, so you did here, but you're going to like that in the corner of the house. It's a bed. Then Darjeeling, there's one geshe, who's a Brahmbaksa, so a small room. So you see here, you see here, but you're going to so 2 beds. So small room is 2 beds. So one room is that he can meet people. 1 bed. The 2 beds. This other bed is where he can meet the people. This bed is covered with a cloth, curtain. There's other bed. There's a very small space between this bed, so covered with cloth. And so he does tea about you're going to do that. So other one, then open. Other one, then it's then he meet people there on other bed. You see, so like that. Then the Dharma, he made tritoma, hemotherma, ophthalma on the roof. But then after some time, because well, not easy economic situation, I mean the food, money. So trauma he offered that outside on the roof. Then he eat later. He eat later, like that. You see. So I mean, not much customer benefit or anything, offering money or food or so. So like that, he get done the retreat. You know, he passed away long, many years ago. So anyway, like that, can you go? So get done. The thing is this: get done. Retreat is finished. I mean, the monk, that monk who did the corner of the family house, passed away many years ago. He's a very, very good monk. So, Kasore, like that. So the so we do the animal liberation, after his house, we do also the Washington, there are 2 monks now. So they do every week. Many fishing worms, but this box which can get from Washington, from Walmart's. And then afterwards, I don't know, yeah. So many of that. So the monk carry in the bucket, you know, then goes around the Buddhist Buddha with the statue made of balcony, was it balcony? Volcano from Indonesia. So it was painted and outside the gardens around. So he takes it around by holding like this. The recitement, sometimes that's not the way I met up with a big one from Vietnam. So we refixed, I mean, painted so wonderful by the Gaelic, and then the artist from the North Carolina came, finish painting. So they go around. I think that happened much later. So when it goes around inside the house, the relics, we have relics and the many satas, so we carry around. So I try to carry with a bucket and try to not much, try to carry them. So he does so much of that, and also after his house we were build stripper, so carry around, and then there's a book, how to liberate animal, how to purify them, see, by taking around, and then blessed water, then pour on them, purify, the Nikrama to be reborn, and as well in the Lord realm, and then eventually free from samsara and the eternal life. So then third one, recite mantra, those who can hear. So 3 ways to Oh, like that, you see. So the sea animals, like that, so fishing worms and those. So every week, so that then we some people have life obstacles. Then we use that liberate animal or that for those people's life. So like that, or the so this many years ago, there's always in each week that, and then the there are birds, as a bird feeding water outside. So the monk put money pills, Eastern Lama's money pills. So when they bless the money pill, sometimes even other monks, they multiply. All this happens. However, then they crush the money pills and they give the water, bird feeding water. So you put in that, so their mind get purified, they get blessed. And then then we put the Pema mantra from Pema Sambhav, not Pema Sambhav's name mantra, but mantra came from Pema Sambhav, and curved on the crystal stone and put there, so they bless water, and they drink the water, purifies the negative karma, obscurations. And water was a blessed water with the mantras. Normally I do, and then also Manga told him that when he does a commitment, he blessed. He should keep bowl of water to bless, to blow. So then at the same time, so the birds, many birds come to drink, and they wash in their bath. They wash in the water. So good to see them enjoying. And at the same time, next to the water, there's a Diamond Kata Sutra or different sutras that I chanted, or the chant mantras or sutras. So they enter the ground, so they hear the Dharma, sound. So plant seed of enlightenment for purification, all like that. On the other side of the house, there's one side, this right side, left side, outside the house. Then there's a bird. There's a house, food for to get bird. So different birds come. They up, one down. So. So much before then, I try to bless the grain or this rasa mantra. Then they get, not always get done. But before I try to do that. Also there's near there. There's a teaching of the mantras played from the tape. So they can hear when they come to eat food. And then on the roof, there's a mantra written on Pema Ushin, I think it's written there on the roof, but I show the mantra in the monk wrote, touching. Each time the birds come and eat, 1,000 evils come and get purified. So Nam Jalma, I put Nam Jalma letter, Nam Jalma mantra. So if they die, when they come to eat food, so they are under the protection of Jalma mantra and the Bema. So they get purified. Unbelievable negative karma obscuration be purified. So they die there, they don't get born. So so as much possible, try to help us whatever you can to sentient beings. To use your body's mind to benefit others. It's much possible. So you don't have long life. That's a wrong concept. You have short life. And this life is precious, unbelievable precious, this human life. so human life, because it can do so much, can benefit so much to others and them. So you use your precious human life to benefit others as much as possible. As much as possible, according to level of your realization, and so of course more realization, more benefit to others, deeper. So then this monk touching, I found two nest of ants backside the house many years ago, long time. Then I have a text how to make charity, so the samba, sugar, and the mix of the. So recite mantra, bless. So they not only stop their hunger, but purifies the negative karma, obscuration. So you see, bless their mind. So you sprinkle there, then it disappears. So after some days, 2 days, 3 days, or something like that. So anyway, then now the monk, not only two, but less than 100, and a nest, 60, 70, 80, but he found many. So many ants that he goes to make charity to them every week. So that was my idea. Well, it started my idea. So to make charity for the ants and the nest. So that's much possible. Those tambas recited mantra, blessed, not just giving tamba, it's not a food, that's the food, but blessed with the mantra, so purifies their mind. So like that, this is just in the West. We have the liberating animal goats or things in the Kapan and all the animal sanctuary and all that, to build the stupas for them and all that, mantras to put on the every day, to put on the head, sheriff made press the mantra to put on their head every day to go around, to play the mantra 2 or 3 through the sessions, but I don't know. I heard that play, yes, for them. So anyway, then the center, the Amitabha Buddhist Center in Singapore, they liberated animal 100 million. That's a few years ago. Now the second 100 million. I think the second one, it might be finished probably. I don't know. So it's like that, liberation. So sometimes people have cancer. I send there to dedicate that for that person, or sometimes it helps like that. So this is besides helping people, that's what all the folks' homes, the Tibetans, the different places, and helping them, giving money to provide the things what need and different places, and so I want to build because a digital home. Food, give shelter and food is not the main thing. That's same as feeding animals. So I want to teach them how to think in positive Dharma. So how to live the life and build. Don't have much interest in Dharma. So you needed more help from outside, prayer rules and the stupas and many things, so that they can, all day long they can go around and outside help. From outside the holy object, they need much help. So all like that. So I haven't gone up, so I haven't started that. So anyway, so if that happened, went well. But the whole point is to not be reborn when they die, to not be reborn in the lower realm, to get reborn in a higher realm, to meet Dharma again, to be free samsara, free living life soon. That was the main reason. So. Very important. So the life is very short, as I mentioned the example. You see that it's so important. Millionaires, billionaires, rich people, you see, when they die, normally they don't think of their death, you see. So suddenly when the death happens, and then suddenly you come to know you separated from the family, separated from all the enjoyment and poverty, house, the whole enjoyment you provided for many years. You separate suddenly from your body that you cherish the most. Then they separate from you, and that's one thing. But of course, after that, it's not easy. Then there's next life. There's no third. There's only two. There's only two. Lower realm, upper realm. So if you practice Dharma, good heart as much as possible, then higher realm, you see. Then maybe there's a pure land, some pure land you can become enlightened, some not. Then thereby human body, then negative karma not purified. Then you get reborn lower realm. So in every second from the intermediate stage, and then sentient beings get reborn in the hell, number of the atoms of this world, this earth, in every second. And then how many sentient beings get reborn as a preta, like the sand grains of the ocean, it's the sand grains of the ocean, the beach of the ocean, like that unbelievable number. There's every day, every hour, minute, second, reborn as preta, and then in every hour, every day, every hour, every minute, second of them got born as an animal from intermediate stage, like the grass growing on the mountain, on the ground, everywhere. So like that, unbelievable number. So that is because our mind, you see, unable to keep it in our mind. Even we met Dharma a long time ago, unable to keep our mind in Dharma, in virtue, positive, healthy, for 24 hours. So you see, and mostly, even if we try to practice Dharma, it becomes just words, it becomes just outside as a show, outside because of action. So no mind does not become Dharma. So then much of time is attachment to this life and the anger, those delusions, is like that. So you can see that related to our mind, then you can see that why sentient beings are so difficult to be reborn thereby human body. How many sentient beings are reborn thereby human body is Buddha said, if you scratch your hand on the ground, then how much earth you can get between nails, all like that. So little. Yeah, so okay. Yeah, okay, now we do. Quickly. Yeah. Need break? Need break or not? Huh? Half minute break. Huh? 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 How long break? How long? 10 minutes.
sa si poki yosun metro tram rira blin signi de gen padi sangye sindu mingte gurwari progum namda sin la sopar so idam guru ranamandala kam niryatayami.
Hola, por favor, vamos a tener un descanso muy breve de apenas 10 minutos, por si alguien tiene que ir al baño, y después continuamos. Aprovecho, aunque lo volveremos a anunciar al final, aprovecho para comunicaros que mañana la sesión de la tarde comienza a las 6, no a las 7, una hora antes. We're going to have a 10 minutes break, so it will be a very short way before we continue with the initiation. And although we will announce this later at the end of the session today, but tomorrow we will start at 6 o'clock in the afternoon, not at 7 as we have been doing before, okay? 6 o'clock, thank you.
Son las primeras